New Shepard is a vertical takeoff, vertical landing, crew-rated suborbital launch vehicle developed by Blue Origin as a commercial system for suborbital space tourism. Blue Origin is owned and led by Amazon founder and former CEO Jeff Bezos. The name New Shepard makes reference to the first American astronaut in space, Alan Shepard, one of the original NASA Mercury 7 astronauts, who ascended to space in 1961 on a suborbital trajectory similar to that of New Shepard. Prototype engine and vehicle flights began in 2006, while full-scale engine development started in the early 2010s and was complete by 2015. Uncrewed flight testing of the complete New Shepard vehicle began in 2015. On the 23rd of November 2015, after reaching 100.5 kilometers in 2016 and the first test flight of the new NS-3 vehicle made in 2017. Blue Origin planned its first crewed test flight to occur in 2019, which was however delayed until 2021, and has since announced that tickets would begin to be sold for commercial flights of up to 6 people. The first passenger flew on the 20th of July 2021, having purchased the seat at auction for $28 million. However, this auction passenger later dropped out and 18-year-old Oliver Damon was selected to fly. The first development vehicle of the New Shepard development program was a subscale demonstration vehicle named Goddard, built in 2006 following earlier engine development efforts by Blue Origin. Goddard made its first flight on the 13th of November 2006. The Goddard launch vehicle was assembled at the Blue Origin facility near Seattle, Washington. Also in 2006, Blue Origin started the process to build an aerospace testing and operations center on a portion of the Corn Ranch, a 670 square kilometers land parcel Bezos purchased 40 kilometers north of Van Horn, Texas. Blue Origin project manager Rob Meyerson has said that they selected Texas as the launch site, particularly because of the state's historical connections to the aerospace industry, although that industry is not located near the planned launch site, and the vehicle will not be manufactured in Texas. On the path to developing New Shepard, a crew capsule was also needed, and design was begun on a space capsule in the early 2000s. One development milestone along the way became public. On the 19th of October 2012, Blue Origin conducted a successful pad escape, a full-scale suborbital crew capsule at its West Texas launch site. For the test, the capsule fired its pusher escape motor and launched from a launch vehicle simulator. The crew capsule traveled to an altitude of 703 meters under active thrust vector control before descending safely by parachute to a soft landing 500 meters downrange. In April 2015, Blue Origin announced that they had completed acceptance testing of the BE-3 engine that would power the larger New Shepard vehicle. Blue also announced that they intended to begin flight testing of the New Shepard later in 2015, with initial flights occurring as frequently as monthly, with a series of dozens of flights over the extent of the suborbital test program a couple of years to complete. The same month, the FAA announced that the regulatory paperwork for the test program had already been filed and approved, and test flights were expected to begin before mid-May 2015. By February 2016, 3 New Shepard vehicles had been built. The first was lost in a test in April 2015. The second had flown twice, and the third was completing manufacture at the Blue Factory in Kent, Washington. In 2016, the Blue Origin team were awarded the Collier Trophy for demonstrating rocket booster reusability with the New Shepard human spaceflight vehicle. A multi-year program of flight tests was begun in 2015 and continued into 2021. By mid-2016, the test program was sufficiently advanced that Blue Origin began flying suborbital research payloads for universities and NASA. The flight test program was completed in early 2021 and the first flight carrying passengers to suborbital space is slated to occur in July 2021. Capsule 7.092 km capsule 98.269 km capsule 107.050 km capsule 106.300 kilometers capsule. 107.05 kilometers. The first flight of the full-scale New Shepard vehicle, NS-1, was conducted on the 29th of April 2015, during which an altitude of 93.5 kilometers was attained. While the test flight itself was deemed a success, and the capsule was successfully recovered via parachute landing, the booster crash-landed and was not recovered due to a failure of hydraulic pressure in the vehicle control system during descent. The New Shepard 2 flight test article propulsion module made 5 successful flights in 2015 and 2016, being retired after its 5th flight in October 2016. After the loss of NS-1, a second New Shepard vehicle was built, NS-2. Its first flight, and the second test flight of New Shepard overall, was carried out on the 23rd of November 2015, reaching 100.5 kilometers altitude with successful recovery of both capsule and booster stage. The booster rocket successfully performed a powered vertical landing. This was the first such successful rocket vertec